It is easy to see why Phenix lived, but it is not apparent why the town died. Phenix life was marble. Quarry workers cut tons from the earth. Phenix was a company town, but no one remembers why the company closed the town and everyone moved away. It all began about 100 years ago. At first, workers quarried limestone, later marble. As many as 150 men cut marble, which they shipped off by rail to be in the Greene County Courthouse, the capital in Jefferson City, and in churches and buildings across the country. The workers and their families lived in company houses, bought groceries in the company store with company script for money. They enjoyed company picnics and Christmas parties and were entertained by the Phenix Symphony Orchestra.
We was just like one big family.
Avis Brady is the last original resident of Phenix. This was her home. She and her husband Lawrence raised 4 children here. When he died a couple of years ago, she moved away. Avis Brady seldom visits what's left of Phenix and her home, but she thinks about life there often.
We lived here a long time. Raised a family. As Edgar Guest said, it takes a heap of living in a house to make it home. It was home for a long time. No, I hate to see it. But that's the way it goes.
Some say it was because of the Great Depression. Others say politics. No one remembers exactly why the company shut down. The dozens who toiled saw their jobs and homes vanish. The company carted off their houses. The store and school closed. Others came to quarry marble here in later years, but Phenix as a town disappeared and lives now only in memory.
It hurt to walk back up through Phenix and think how it used to be, but we have memories and it's good. And people that used to live there come back now and say, well, they don't hardly recognize. Of course, it hurts, but then that's time going on. And
I'd always heard about this ghost town out here. Even one time as a kid we tried to find it.
The quest for this ghost town took Freddie Flores around the world. He graduated from high school here in the Ozarks, but after that he sold electronics in Germany and Spain, designed clothes for surfers and snowboarders in Australia, and then met his future wife back here in Missouri.
Then I end up with a father-in-law that owns a marble quarry. I mean, wow.
And it turns out that marble quarry was part of the ghost town he'd searched for as a teenager. So now Freddie Flores cuts stone quarried 8 decades ago by workers who lived and labored in a town called Phenix. It was a company town back in the 20s, home to 1,000 people. Men worked at the quarry. Women shopped in the company store. And everyone enjoyed concerts and performances put on at their own small version of Kiel Auditorium. The marble cut and polished in Phenix adorned buildings across America, including Missouri's state capitol building and the New York Stock Exchange building on Wall Street. The town of Phenix existed as long as the demand for marble, but the stock market crash of 1929 took its toll. The quarry closed. Folks moved on. The town of Phenix was abandoned. But then came Freddie Flores, and he saw a future in the ghost town of Phenix.
I'd always thought it'd be awesome to sculpt or something like that, because being in Italy and seeing Michelangelo's work and all that kind of stuff, wow, that's incredible.
So he decided to cut stone for a living and be an artist. But the ghosts of Phenix seemed to follow him. His first order came for a man whose great-grandfather was killed in the quarry.
off in a freak accident, started falling, he slipped, he couldn't get out in time, squished him flat. So there's rumor that he's out here, you know, roaming around. But yeah, it's just out of the blue. This first guy, Danny Martin, that I built his great-grandfather is supposed to be the ghost that's running around out here.
But ghost stories don't faze Freddy Flores. The old quarry holds his future, hundreds of blocks of marble.
I'm certain it'll last my lifetime, and the stuff that I'm doing now, you know, my great-grandchildren can say, Freddie, my great-grandfather Freddie built that, and that gives me a special feeling as an artist, you know, that I have something that's enduring.